So that's the real Chinese experience.
You've probably never heard of Chongqing. And if you have, maybe you just know it as the place where a subway drives through a building. But what if I told you this is one of the most important, most overlooked, and most mind-blowing cities in all of China? And guess what? We explored it by foot, by bus, by subway, and even ended the day in a Chinese school. Hi, we are Our Travel Journal, a German-Turkish family of 5 traveling the world to learn, grow, and challenge stereotypes. In our last episode, we left the misty peaks of Sanjiaji and took a traditional sleeper train into the unknown, all the way to Chongqing, a city that social media is suddenly obsessed with, from iShow speed to millions of curious travelers. But we were here not to follow the hype. We came to feel the rhythm of the real city. It was early morning, and from our hotel room, we could already see Chongqing's geography is like nowhere else in China. You walk into a park, and suddenly you are 10 stories up. A taxi drives past, and you realize it's actually driving across the rooftop. The city flows vertically, like a mix of Tokyo, Sao Paulo, and Blade Runner. Every turn was a surprise, and somehow it worked. Have you ever been to a city where the floor isn't always the ground? Anyways, after a Chinese breakfast, we went out to explore Chongqing.
Ni hao! From the monument in Chongqing.
Day 2.
We arrived yesterday, so it's practically day 2 in the biggest city of the world. And we're waiting for Charlie. We actually ran over here because we were a little bit late. And now we are happy that it wasn't us being late. I'm sweating already. It doesn't look like it, but it's quite warm. And as you can see, as you can hear, my voice is still the same. Yeah, but we're excited, looking forward to a new day in Chongqing.
Charlie started explaining Chongqing's history to us. And he mentioned that the building in front of us was 40 years ago the tallest in the entire city. Now it's one of the smallest.
So we are now making our way to, I can't pronounce it.
And there are so many sternal in the city. There are so many sternal in the city, underground. That's because they used to be the bomb shelter.
Yeah, actually coming here wasn't that easy because in my navigation it said only straight, but then it was like, oh, you had to go up and another way down, or you had to go up and then, you know, so it was like a maze already.
I'm going to Chongqing. It means they are going to here.
So if Chinese people want to visit Chongqing, then the main reason is because of the historical war situation. And, is that the reason why they come here to Chongqing?
You know the people?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an immigration city.
Okay.
The first immigration is we call Wuguangtian Sichuan. It's about in
1800s, yes.
Yes, because at that time there is a big war in China and all the people in Sichuan was killed. So the emperor urged some people come to Sichuan, and this is the first immigration.
Yeah.
And the second immigration is World War II.
Yeah, okay.
And so many people from Shanghai, from Nanking, they moved to Chongqing.
Okay,
this is the second immigration. And the third immigration is this way. The third immigration we called the TO3 construction, because in the Cold War, China has a bad relation between both Soviet Union and America. So the Chairman Mao afraid that China was occupied by Soviet Union, by Russia.
Yeah.
So they start the TO3 construction.
Yes.
Put so many resources and people from the coast to Sichuan to Chongqing.
Yeah.
To set up some military factories and some industry.
Okay.
And my wife's family, in fact, they lived in Shanghai and Beijing.
Yes.
And in the third immigration, they moved to Chongqing. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Well, next we found ourselves surrounded by many people that ask us for photos. And somehow it felt like we were influencers, although we simply followed other people's footsteps.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sind wir auf der ersten Etage?
Sieht so aus, oder?
Ja.
Your kids and your children is very cute. This metro line is similar to Japan because 20 years ago, China don't have the technology, don't have the the money. So the Japanese need money and support the technology to build this line. The mountain and the river split the city to pieces. Yeah, so there are so many centers of every district. Maybe this district they go to here to go shopping, to do some entertainment, and the old downtown, the local, for example, lived here. Maybe go to the old downtown once per year, maybe. Yeah.
And I read in the past people use this one to cross the river.
Yeah.
So the bridges are not that old.
Yeah,
actually.
many years ago, there is only one bridge. This bridge is built in 1950s. I can't remember the details. Yeah, there is only one bridge, and the people use the car to cross the river. The cable car. Cable car, yeah, to use the cable car to cross the river, and use the
Like a ferry or?
ferry, yeah, use the ferry to cross the river. But now it becomes attractions.
Yeah.
And there are so many, you have to stay in line for so much time. So I don't recommend to take this, but you can stay away to see the carbon. Yeah. In fact, here is also a carbon car, but maybe 20 years ago the government canceled it. Only keep this one to be the attractions.
And this is also like very popular now on Instagram and everywhere.
Yeah. We take the metro and go to this line, the scenery line.
Yeah.
And to
pass this building.
Yeah, pass the train.
Here we go.
So this is the building where the metro is going through.
Yeah.
So is this like a mall or what is it? It's like a mall?
No, it's maybe the first floor to the fifth floor is some commercial, some vendors.
Yes.
But on the top of the building there are some for living.
That's why, because from the outside it looks like that people are living here.
Yeah, it's people living.
Yeah, okay.
So Charlie said that's a tourist spot. That's why the prices are all tourist prices and maybe not even the best quality. But we are making our way now outside of the building to be part of this crazy hype that we already saw from outside. I only looked in front of the train, so I only saw the building we went into. But Alpay and Laila and Malik, they were standing on the side of the train and they said that they were more focused on the crowds outside, standing on the platform, which looked crazy, they said. So let's be part of this crazy hype, just for you guys. And then I think we have to get the kids some milkshake or something like that, because they are getting a little bit cranky already. Okay, Ahmed?
Alright, now let's hear it in the comments. Have you ever seen or heard of Chongqing's subway line that drives through a residential building?
So that's the kids' favorite ice cream milkshake store. But right now we're wondering, the prices are really, really, really cheap. Like, I think it has never been expensive for us, but this is like way cheaper than in all the other places where we ordered this brand.
This is what everyone talks about on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, name it. It's real, it's packed, And yes, there are even vendors outside selling train merch. But to be honest, it was the atmosphere, the people, the joy that made it special.
So, how was the experience?
They're gerade reingefahren. I was recording them.
So that's the real Chinese experience. So, I guess that's a typical Chinese experience. Crowds everywhere, loud and crazy. And I don't know, but somehow I think by now it's fun. At first it was kind of overwhelming, sometimes stressful, but these days I think it's actually fun to mingle in the crowd. And the kids had some ice cream, so their mood changed in a positive direction as well. They are happy again.
And then it got serious again, because we visited an exhibition on Chinese US-American friendship. Kind of ironic in 2025, isn't it? But Lila's view somehow expresses what I would think is typical European, sitting between so-called superpowers. We also talked about rumors and stereotypes that not only the classical media holds.
I couldn't live in China because they have the social credits thing, and
It's a totally rumor. Yeah.
so it's not at all.
Not at all. Yes, just he combined the traffic regulation with we have a license, right?
Yeah.
We have a drive license, and everyone in a year they have 12 score.
Yeah.
If you break the red light,
Yes.
you cut down your sixth score will lose, and if your score is 0, you have to pass the exam
Again.
and again. Yeah,
We have the same thing in Germany.
yeah. This is the driver license, and you know for the Alipay, they have the score. For example, let me show you my score. If I obey the rules, for example, I land the Ambra and I land the battery, and we return in time,
Yes.
and you have a score. It means you have a good reputation in to obey the law, obey the agreement.
But this is only related to traffic, like driving.
This is only for Alipay.
Alipay, okay.
Alipay is a private company. Yeah, he has the right to do some.
Regulations,
because
yeah.
if you have a good score, you can lend the. You can lend the money. You can lend some.
It's like Schufa.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's,
Schufa,
we have
Schufa.
the same, yeah.
The government have a Schufa, and if you borrow money and don't
Yes.
return
Yes.
the Schufa, you can't lend the money from the bank.
Exactly.
And that is from the government.
We have the
And
same.
all the system are separated.
Okay.
But the rumor is combine this together and
Thank you for clarifying this.
and you know, many foreigners ask us about what's your social credit. We are.
It's like asking them, like, so what's your Schufa?
And we are so confused. Why all the foreigners ask us? We ask about this question, and when we search on Google, we are search on the Western media. Oh,
Now you know
what are they
it's the
talking
same-
about?
It's the same for Germans, for example, Schufa. It's the same.
Yeah.
Dus gedacht dat.
Alipay score is for the Alipay.
Because it's a private company.
It's a private company. Yeah. He receive the data on his phone and give you a score.
Yeah, okay.
And the drive license is another system. And,
Well, it's the same, yeah. Because like,
Yeah, and,
driver's license is another separate.
and somebody combined this together.
everything and
Yeah,
that's it.
everything. And combined the camera. Combined the cameras. So putting them together, it's totally a rumor.
I mean, that's with the camera. That's also such a typical thing because people in Germany at least think that there is someone watching you all the time. You know, like Big Brother is watching you all the time. And,
I know because of the novel 1984.
84?
Yeah, I have. But I think, in my opinion, I think the camera is okay. Because
I feel
they are
safer.
only in public area.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you are in a private room, in private space, nobody will set up the camera.
Yeah.
But if in the public area, it's protecting you. For example, you are a tourist here, right?
Yeah.
And another tourist, if you have some conflicts, if you have some debate, if you have something wrong, quarrel, and you want to, the policeman come here, and they want to, you want to have a justice.
Yeah. That's what happened.
What happened?
Yeah,
they can use the camera to see what happened.
Yeah, it's evidence then, yeah.
And
It's the evidence.
I'm not sure, but I guess it also comes from the fact that, you know, in Eastern Germany at the time, we didn't have cameras.
Stasi.
Exactly,
Yeah,
but we had the
exactly.
Stasi.
Yeah, Stasi.
So,
But the thing
so
is,
you never knew whether your neighbor or your friend was actually listening to you because he or she was interested, but because they were spying on you. And I know that after 1990, many of my mom's friends and my dad's, like they separated because at that time they were able to look into the documents. My mom checked who spied on her. So now she knows that there are some people who she considered friends were not her friends actually.
Oh, okay.
Because she was in the army and she knew a lot and was not supposed to say anything.
Yeah.
So they spied on her. They always try to, you know.
I know what you mean, but now there is no spy. And the Zuckerberg, the Facebook is no you.
knows us better.
Yeah.
And also, for example, in Japan, Korea, they have the same. Also in the UK, they have a lot of civilians as well.
Yeah.
So no one says something about that. You know, it's always
Yeah, like London. I think London has probably more cameras than all of Germany combined, I guess.
So here you just witnessed why we love traveling. It's always also educational. Not everything you hear on the news is actually correct. And you also learn a lot out on the streets. By the way, Charlie ordered a variety of food for us to try again.
Green tofu. It's not tofu, we call tofu flour.
tofu
Yeah, it's
flour.
not like the normal tofu. Okay. It's a special Sichuan cuisine. We call it 鱼香肉丝. You can have a try. Maybe you have eaten in Europe. Maybe the flavor is like 左宗汤 chicken. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's this? Yeah, right. So let me.
Papa, was heißt nochmal? Warte, vorhin wusste ich. Ifenmifan, was heißt das? Oder heißt es
Eine Portion Reis.
Okay.
Heute das Gleiche.
Was ist noch mit 3 Portionen Reis? Sanfenmifan.
Willst du deine Schale noch überreichen?
Reis.
And every single dish was delicious, but also quite spicy. And afterwards, we slowed down, because parks in China are their own universe. And that's what we experienced next.
Wow, so nice. Guck mal, wie hoch das ist, Leute. Boah. 13, 11 at 9.
13岁、11岁、9岁。
China, yes, yes. Very good, yes.
What do you think? Would you agree when we say parks in China aren't just green spaces? They are living, breathing neighborhoods full of joy, rhythm and connection. That's what this part of the day in Chongqing felt like. Joyful, real and full of history we never expected. And it wasn't over yet. Because while this city had already amazed us, the real adventure was still waiting. A visit to a local elementary school, an invitation to a football training, a dinner in a local home, and a very personal look into life in China, off the tourist path. So, if you're curious about real life in China, beyond the big sights, don't miss our next episode. Until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting our journey, and see you soon for part 2 of our Chongqing story.